How do you prepare for the atmosphere down there?
It's hard to simulate that. It's from my recollection of it last year, it was you try and use some hand signals and things for play calls. That's going to be the difficulty. You try and talk to the guys about echoing commands throughout the game so that and then just hold it together. Just weather the storm with with the noise and keep your composure. And, try and just trust the work you put in.
What do you remember for your first experience down there last year, especially close proximity to the student section, then try to get on your case? Do you kind of like that atmosphere?
Well, I mean, it's what you live for as a competitor. It was always something that motivated me, as a player, and even as a coach, I've been in some real hostile environments. When I coached at Buffalo, we went down and played in Lexington, and just an amazing. Tradition, the fans, how excited they are, enthusiastic, and that's a process that gets developed over years and years. And Arizona is in that same category in terms of the enthusiasm that their program generates, and their fans support it, and they've backed it up with winning. And so it's nice when you're a fan and you expect your team to win because the record says that they usually do.
How much do you expect a little extra directed your way based on perception of your comments on Thursday?
Yeah, I've just tried to just focus on a practice time. Those comments were not directed at Arizona. They were, if our travel partner was USC, then I would have said to go to LA. If you want to try and get a win, it was my way to motivate my team to try and do a better job of winning league games at home and establishing a home court. It's something that I rarely lost as a player when teams came to Cameron Indoor. My record was very strong at home at Buffalo, and just want to get through to the guys how vital it is in league play to win your home games. It's hard to win games on the road.
What do you see? Arizona got off to kind of a slow start for them, but they got in a pretty good role as of late. Just what do you see from them this year?
It's very impressive coaching job by Sean, and just in terms of their numbers, and they have talented players, but not many of them, and he's. When you watch those guys on film, they're very active. They play extremely hard. They're in great defensive position. They're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and that's always going to give you a chance to win. And they have good balance because Ristich is a force inside. They could throw him the ball and score, and Markkanen's very versatile, and then they have really good guard play, good athleticism. So they're a very complete team.
Coach, what has the energy been like out on the court in the atmosphere? Is it a little more intense?
Well, I mean, you have to just prepare the same way. You can't just start doing something different because you're playing a rival. So we're just trying to do what we did leading into the Stanford game, that week leading into that game, and the week leading into the Colorado game, and trying to. And I've had to tweak how hard I usually like to practice, just because my numbers are down, and I have to strike a balance between getting our guys ready to play and getting them the reps they need, and then also just keeping guys fresh and healthy for the games. We can't afford to really lose anyone at this point.
Do you prepare for Trier at all, even though he hasn't played? I mean, it seems like he might be back one day, he might not. I mean, do you even make that a factor at all?
It's a good question. I mean, he hurt us last year. He's a talented guy, and that would just mean that they have one more talented player in their arsenal for the game. But we're trying to work on us, as we prepare for Thursday.
Do you have a couple of favorite rivalry moments from your time back in Canada?
Carolina game was always a fun game for us, and it meant so much to the community, and we were so close in distance, and so it's fun in these games. The fans are very passionate. We have fans that are passionate at Arizona, so there's a lot on the line in that sense. We want to make sure we're ready to play, that we play extremely hard, and you know, it's exciting for me going into this game because, you know, in all 4 league games so far, we've been very competitive, and you know, we've had a chance to win in each of the 4 games. So I just like, you know, where our mindset is right now, and I think we're thinking about the right things, and we're practicing well. So that's exciting coming into this game.
What particular is clicking right on your team?
What's that?
What particular is clicking right and kind of just gelling now that you guys are winning?
I just think that you know, we're not perfect, and I think we realize that we're sacrificing more. Guys are playing unselfish, and they're more giving defensively. We're you know, our numbers don't reflect it as much in terms of field goal percentage defense, but we are, you know, with our size, doing the best we can to defend, and that's given us a chance to win a couple of games in conference. And our chemistry is good. You know, our team dynamic is good. You know, I think the guys like playing together and are playing for each other, so that's a good sign.
The program has had pretty good success against those guys in the last 4, 5, 6 years. Do you remind them of that at all, or is that something that's just past?
I mean, I'm just looking at this like, you know, it's another game, and I know when I get there, it's, you know, it's gonna be crazy and that kind of thing. But I'm just trying to straight prepare like, you know, we're playing any other Pac-12 game right now. You know, their program is in a bit of a different place than ours. You know, we have a lot of catching up to do, and you know, we're ready to try and put the work in to try and do that. But you know, we got to climb. We got to keep climbing, and that's where our mindset is.
Yeah, I was just thinking the Sun Devils have had success against them. They seem to get after that game and play well in that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to. It's a fun. I would imagine it would be a fun game to play in, and you know, probably wish I could still play in it if I could, especially because we have like 7 guys right now. But I think everyone's had their chance to see that, so I don't want to put anyone through that again. Yeah.
Anything else?